Honestly, $1,000 for a family of 4 to go to a WNBA game. That seems wild. It really does. The Clark effect.
Are you going to get those relative season tickets now?
I mean, we might have to.
Those are pretty expensive.
We'll make sure the Fever gets working on that.
Our salaries, it's like our entire salary to get those. I'm not kidding.
We'll have someone work on that for sure.
We need people to help.
Basketball's biggest moment is here. Tickets are now available for Caitlin Clark's first WNBA game of the 2025 season. The court sensation who redefined college hoops is set to light up the pros. Something spicy is about to go down as the 2025 WNBA season is set to tip off with a bang. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, facing off in what promises to be an electrifying matchup.
Let's look to day 2 of opening night on Saturday, May 17th. Of course, you guys, we have the Indiana Fever going up against the Chicago Sky. The WNBA saw what happened last season. There is still this, what I like to think is a manufactured rivalry, because I don't personally think this Angel Reese Caitlin Clark rivalry is going to last much longer. I don't think it's great for either one of them, and I think that we saw last season in this Rookie of the Year race that Caitlin pulled away quickly.
Ticket prices have already risen to extreme heights, whilst the WNBA are still pushing this rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Newsflash, there isn't one. Caitlin showed her excellence towards the end of the season and pulled away from Angel Reese, and let's face it, should have won Rookie of the Year.
The WNBA certainly considers Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese to be a rivalry. You can tell by the schedule, which features the Sky and Fever playing each other in each team's first respective game of next season. And it's one of 5 meetings between the two teams in 2025, the most for any squad on the Fever's schedule. And though it'll be a while before we actually get to see that Fever and Sky showdown, just seeing that it's coming will probably give some WNBA fans the same bounce Caitlin Clark had on Barbie night.
It's crazy. 1 to 2 years ago, the WNBA would never think they're in this position right now, a position that Caitlin Clark has basically single-handedly put them in. Tickets are selling out for a game that is 5 months away. Ticket prices are the highest they've ever been, and people really can't wait to see Caitlin Clark play again. Fans have been eagerly awaiting their first WNBA matchup, and the league finally made a good decision regarding Caitlin Clark, and therefore couldn't have planned a better way to start the season. The excitement for this game is palpable, and it's evident in the skyrocketing ticket prices. While the match isn't set to tip off until May, tickets are already selling at record-breaking prices. For a family of 4, attending the game will cost an eye-watering $1,000 on average, a testament to the immense draw of these two stars.
The season opener for the Fever is going to be a rematch with the Chicago Sky and Angel Reese. And I did actually give the WNBA credit for this. At least they had the wherewithal to put that game right up in the season openers. And yeah, I would have put it there too, because the ratings for those games were berserk last year.
Season ticket holders and resale platforms have reported unprecedented demand, with fans willing to pay premium prices to witness the showdown. Courtside seats, typically reserved for the most die-hard fans or celebrities, are rumored to be going for as much as $2,500 per ticket. This surge in ticket prices isn't just a reflection of Clark and Reese's popularity, but also a sign of the WNBA's growing stature. The league has been steadily gaining traction in recent years, but last year was the breakout season because of Caitlin Clark. Now the WNBA has taken off, and maybe this season they will realize Caitlin is their biggest star and will actually treat her better.
I'm going to go out and do whatever it takes to win, and every single night, my teammates rely on my energy. So being able to continue the energy, even if we're down, even if we're up, that's what I do.
When the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky step onto the hardwood, fans can't help but expect a high-stakes and high-energy battle. Caitlin Clark will be looking to make an immediate impact as she embarks on her rookie season. Her ability to shoot from almost anywhere on the court, coupled with her knack for making the impossible look routine, makes her one of the most exciting players to watch. On the other side, Angel Reese will bring her trademark intensity and physicality. As a second-year player, she has already established herself as a force in the league, and her leadership will be pivotal for the Chicago Sky.
Sylvia fouls, but this year it was just different. It was like, 15 or 20 beautiful females really doing their thing. And, I'm happy for women. I'm happy for women's sports. But again, this was the first time that I said, you know what? I'm more interested in the women playing than the men.
But Shaq, it's interesting you say that because a lot of people felt this way. And when you talk to women basketball players, they said, listen, we've been playing great basketball for a very long time. What do you think happened this year? Because it was very different this year, and I'm trying to figure out exactly why that is. Do you think it was Caitlin Clark? Do you think it was Angel Reese? What do you think it was?
Well, it was definitely what happened last year between Caitlin Clark and, Angel Reese. It was, talked about and would have liked to seen that rematch in time. But Caitlin Clark is a special player. She reminds me of a Steph Curry. A lot of times she takes those ill-advised shots that me and Chuck don't like, but they go in. Not only do they go in consistently. And the way she plays the game, she's the true definition of a great player.
The contrasting styles of these two players add another layer of intrigue. Clark's finesse and perimeter shooting will clash with Reese's power and dominance in the post, creating a dynamic and unpredictable game. May feel like a long way off, but the buzz for this opening game is already setting the tone for what promises to be an unforgettable season. Whether you're a lifelong WNBA fan or someone newly drawn to the league, this matchup between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is a must-watch event. The ticket prices might be steep, but for many, the chance to witness history and see these two stars battle it out is priceless. As the countdown to the 2025 season continues, one thing is certain: this game will be remembered as a defining moment in WNBA history.
Once again, talking about Angel Reese's podcast, where once again they're talking about Caitlin Clark. And at this point, the grift is real. We're living, $96,000 a year rent. Caitlin Clark is literally paying Angel Reese's rent at this point. Let's be honest. She ought to just give her a commission check. 3-4% should go to her all the time.
Adding to the excitement, the Indiana Fever enter this season with a fresh perspective under new head coach Stephanie White. Known for her strategic acumen and ability to foster winning cultures, White's return to the WNBA sidelines has already generated optimism for the Fever. The team has been undergoing changes, with key signings and roster adjustments still in the works. These moves are expected to maximize Clark's potential and provide her with the supporting cast needed to thrive. As the Fever rebuild under White's guidance, the opening game will be a critical test of how far they've come and how far they can go. Stephanie White's appointment as head coach of the Indiana Fever marks a new chapter for the franchise. White, who previously coached the Fever to the WNBA Finals in 2015, is known for her ability to develop talent and implement systems that emphasize teamwork and efficiency.
It's really incredible, not just the offers that she's getting from multiple avenues, but the momentum that women's basketball has gotten.
Her return comes at a crucial time for the Fever, who are looking to capitalize on the buzz surrounding Clark's arrival. White's experience and leadership will be instrumental in shaping the team's identity and ensuring they're competitive from the start. The first game of the season is just the beginning of what promises to be an ongoing saga between Clark and Reese. With 4 more games scheduled between the Fever and Sky, each matchup will add new layers to their rivalry. It's no exaggeration to say Caitlin Clark is redefining what's possible for the WNBA. The hype surrounding the league's 2025 season opener, featuring Clark's Indiana Fever against Angel Reese's Chicago Sky, is nothing short of extraordinary. Just a couple of years ago, the WNBA could only dream of this level of buzz for any regular season game, let alone the first of the season.
Is a hell of a lot better than Angel Reese. Nobody ever said Ben Wallace could give Michael Jordan a run for his money. Hey, she grabbing all the boards in the world. Hey, the double princess, whatever she got. And she got a podcast now, and she got a Reese's Pieces deal. That's right.
Clark's transition to the professional stage has brought with it an unparalleled level of attention, ticket sales, and fan engagement. Her star power, combined with the anticipation of her matchup against Reese, has already captured the imaginations of basketball fans worldwide, marking a pivotal moment in the WNBA's journey to mainstream relevance. For years, the WNBA has worked tirelessly to grow its audience, often battling for recognition in a crowded sports market. The decision to schedule Caitlin Clark's professional debut as the first game of the season is nothing short of genius. It's a move that not only capitalizes on her immense popularity, but also positions the WNBA as a must-watch league right from the start. Fans who might not typically follow the WNBA are buying tickets, watching trailers, and engaging with content simply because Clark is involved. She has become the league's biggest draw, proving that a single transcendent talent can change the perception of women's basketball.
We've talked ticket sales and we've talked viewership. Now let's talk about regular season viewership, not draft viewership. Regular season viewership, it grew by 20% in 2023. It's grown by 180% now, which means it would take another 5 or 6 years to do what Caitlin Clark has done. So between draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%, between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%, between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%, what Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days.
The numbers speak for themselves. It's not just ticket sales either. Social media is buzzing with conversations about the game, and mainstream sports media outlets are giving it extensive coverage. This level of attention has made the opening game not just a basketball event, but a cultural moment. Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA isn't just about selling tickets, it's about changing the narrative around the league. Her ability to draw fans, generate media attention, and create excitement has provided the WNBA with an opportunity to showcase its talent on a broader stage. Of course, the 2024 season was largely defined by the arrival of Clark, who led the Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016 and drove national television viewership to heights unseen in 20 years. Including the WNBA draft and the All-Star Game, where 3.4 million viewers watched her team with Reese and other league all-stars against Team USA ahead of the Summer Olympics break, 21 national telecasts featuring Clark had over 1 million viewers.
Hi, I have a question for Caitlin. You and Angel Reese are going to be teammates after going head-to-head during college for some years. What is that like? What is it going to be like sharing the court with her and being her teammate?
Yeah, it's going to be fun, I think. Obviously, as 2 rookies, like getting to share this experience for the first time, like it's super rare to be here as a rookie. And then to have 2 of us here, I think it's just really great overall. I think obviously the fans are going to be very excited about it. But I'm excited to share the court, honestly, with everybody.
As the 2025 season approaches, all eyes are on the next chapter of the Clark-Reese rivalry. The 2 players are scheduled to meet 5 times this season, starting with the highly anticipated season opener between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky. This matchup is more than just a game. It's a continuation of a rivalry that has captured the imagination of basketball fans everywhere. Clark's finesse and long-range shooting will once again go head-to-head with Reese's power and dominance inside the paint. Their contrasting styles and competitive fire make for a must-watch showdown. Clark, with her ability to take over a game single-handedly, will look to assert her dominance as the league's next superstar. Reese, on the other hand, will aim to prove that she's just as capable of leading her team to victory. For Clark, the 2025 season is an opportunity to build on her Rookie of the Year campaign and solidify her place as one of the WNBA's brightest stars. With her sights set on an MVP title, she'll be looking to make a statement in every game, especially against Reese.
Of course, the money match in the league, they're going to start, Indiana versus Chicago to begin the season. That's going to be a home game. Everything that is circled is a home game.
For Reese, this season is about proving that she can match up with the best and take her game to the next level. Facing Clark will be a measuring stick for her growth and a chance to show that the rivalry is far from one-sided. The renewed rivalry comes at a time when the WNBA is experiencing unprecedented growth. The league's decision to schedule the Clark-Reese showdown as the first game of the season is a testament to their star power and the excitement they bring to the sport. This game isn't just about the two players. It's about the future of the WNBA. Their rivalry has the potential to draw in new fans, elevate the league's profile, and set the tone for an exciting season. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese represent the best of what women's basketball has to offer. Their individual talents combined with their competitive drive have created a rivalry that transcends the court. As the 2025 season begins, fans can expect fireworks every time these two players meet. Whether it's Clark draining a deep three or Reese dominating in the post, their battles will be a showcase of the WNBA's brightest stars and a reminder of why this rivalry is one for the ages.
It's the moment we all been waiting for. This is that moment where we get just a little bit closer to the start of the 2025 season. What if I was to tell you out the gate, the game that is set to be first on the schedule is box office? Yes, y'all want to know who that is? That is Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Now tell me if the W ain't doing this for ratings, because it's all about the damn ratings at this point. Caitlin Clark at the Indiana Fever is the hottest thing smoking in all of sports.
With the season opener just around the corner, the stage is set for Clark and Reese to write the next chapter in their storied competition. And if their past matchups are any indication, fans are in for a thrilling ride. Caitlin Clark has redefined what it means to be a basketball star. Her influence extends far beyond her incredible on-court performances, as she's become a magnet for fans even when she's not playing. Her name alone inspires excitement, drawing people to WNBA games and sparking interest in women's basketball like never before. Fans who might never have considered attending a basketball game are now filling arenas, hoping to catch a glimpse of the magic Clark brings to the sport. Even when she's absent, her impact lingers. Many first-time attendees who come because of her name become captivated by the league's overall talent and energy. Clark's appeal is more than her dazzling skills. It's her relatability, charisma, and the passion she exudes for the game. She's a role model for young athletes, a beacon for growing the sport, and a catalyst for expanding the WNBA's reach.
You can't convince me otherwise. But now you ain't saying, well, she's playing really well. That ain't what you were saying then. Y'all know who I'm talking to. I ain't gonna call your name, but you know who you were. Caitlin Clark is the real deal. She can actually play at an elite level. Unanimous Rookie of the Year.
Her ability to inspire excitement and bring new fans to the sport has set a new standard for influence in women's basketball. Caitlin Clark isn't just building her legacy. She's helping shape the future of the game itself. With ticket prices for this opening night soaring well into the hundreds, it's clear that fans are desperate to witness Clark in action. The buzz has extended beyond Indiana, with basketball enthusiasts nationwide eagerly awaiting her sophomore season. This game isn't just a season opener. It's a celebration of the WNBA's growing popularity, fueled by a star who has already become a household name. May can't come soon enough for Caitlin Clark fans everywhere. So, as the anticipation for the 2025 WNBA game gets high, we know for sure that this is more than just a game. It's the start of a new era for the league. As the spotlight shines on Clark, one thing is clear. This moment marks the rise of a superstar redefining what's possible in women's sports. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.